It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks this morning, they're pleasant. We've got numbers near 60 degrees, and it will be a warm one today, 91, the forecasted high temperature. I know we've really been enjoying these cooler than normal fall temperatures. However, it's back to summertime really for the rest of the week, all the way through the weekend, and it's going to last into next week too. Conditions are going to be warmer today, and I think there will be less cloud cover, definitely, especially up in some of our northern counties. A few lucky folks got some light showers yesterday. It wasn't really much. I don't expect much in the way of rainfall in this extended forecast, even though we're starting to see drought conditions get pretty bad in some places. We could use the rainfall, just not in the cards for us this week. Sunshine expected today in the forecast, and winds should remain light. I have a southwest breeze in the forecast, 5 to 10 miles an hour, nothing too strong, light winds. That'll be enjoyable through the course of the day, and it'll feel kind of toasty in the afternoon, but we do have pretty comfortable temperatures for the evening hours, so I would save any strenuous activity, cut the grass in the evening or the morning hours, still doable. With these afternoon highs warming to the near 90s, we're going to have to start limiting outdoor activities in the middle of the day here this week. Conditions are going to be pretty tranquil for us today. No rainfall for us today in the Ozarks. We are under the influence of high pressure. That means sinking air, which is not a good factor for making clouds in the Ozarks. So we will see whole lots of sunshine in the forecast today. I have highs back into the 90s in spots today. This won't be true everywhere. A few folks will top out in the upper 80s, but nevertheless, it will be above average for most. And we better get used to the 90-degree days because there are more of them lining up day after day in this forecast. Mid to upper 90s expected starting tomorrow, lasting through Friday, and all the way through the weekend into early next week. We are even talking about numbers approaching record highs in the upper 90s that's possible as we head into Friday and Saturday specifically. Today, I have a mostly sunny sky and a high temperature of 91 in Springfield. Others will be cooler with highs limited to the 80s. We'll see lows tonight fall back into the mid 60s. And that warmer start to the day tomorrow will really allow temperatures on Thursday to get back up into the mid 90s. I think we're right back there on Friday with the low temperatures also inching upward as we head through the weekend forecast too. Now, this warm pattern looks to continue. In fact, Climate Prediction Center put out an extended outlook, and it includes the Ozarks for above average temperatures and below normal precip all the way through the 22nd of the month. So we could be looking at an extended period of dry, hot weather here. Not good for our drought situation. So keep that in mind. If you're still trying to keep any plants alive, water the grass, anything like that, it looks like it's going to be necessary through the middle of the month. Around the country, here's what's making headlines. It's still this weak frontal boundary lingering over Florida and providing continued rain chances for our friends in the southeast. We've continued to hold on to air quality alerts for much of the Northwest, as well as frost advisories for portions of the Northeast that are just now getting that taste of fall, like what we had around over the weekend forecast. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I had for you yesterday, what is the term for the boundary between two air masses with different temperatures and humidity levels? What separates these two type of air masses? Do you think it's A, an isobar, B, a front, C, a jet stream, or D, a cyclone? The term for the boundary between two air masses with different temperatures and different humidity levels is B, a front. A front is the boundary, or I like to call it the transition zone, between two different unique air masses with different characteristics. Two ways you can tell the presence of a front if you're looking at a weather map and weather observations. Of course, the temperature, often a dead giveaway when you find the cold front, but also if it's not as obvious with the temperatures, you can see the humidity. Oftentimes, a cold front will cut that humidity out of the air, so you'll see numbers on the observation data dramatically decrease once a front heads through. Or on the flip side, if a warm front lifts northward, you'll see the humidity shoot upwards. So congrats if B, a front, was your answer. Here's the trivia question for tomorrow. What gas, primarily produced by vehicle emissions and industrial processes, has a major contributor to urban air pollution and can cause respiratory issues? Which gas? Do you think it's A, carbon dioxide, B, nitrogen dioxide, C, oxygen, or D, argon? You can take your guess. That's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening this morning. And thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Sure appreciate you tuning in this morning. Enjoy the day. It's going to be kind of hot with a high temp of 91 for Springfield. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow.